Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends and... Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Falcons offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Utah State's offense will go to work for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Harris. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt. And they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're facing a 3rd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Falcons are rolling down the field. They want to run this quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. The give to the fullback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 25. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Utah State comes to the line with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Snap it to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now on the move. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll run the option. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Central Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Barnes. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Caught close to the marker, it's Thompson. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Utah State.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
And the Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what of our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Carson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. On the option. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch on the left. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Gets the back moving. He'll pitch it. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. Now he's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They want that clock to run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. To the ground with the back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll run the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it on. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Davis. And they swarm him under. They're at their fastest his tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sterling. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Second down coming up.
Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man, it's Harris.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Sticks it in his belly. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Bring in the heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
Number 97 on to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking downfield, it's Barnes. The screen, and watch out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for room, it's Jacobs. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll start the drive. Read option left. There he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Run it with the fullback. Oh, what a cut! He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Yeah, no monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. Where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense.